All right, guys. Dreadnought's back today with a new review, and we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man series, Superior Foes of Spider-Man Speed Demon. Looking very cool there in the package. As you can see, some accessories there. This is the last in-package figure we'll be reviewing from the Absorbing Man Build-A-Figure wave, other than Absorbing Man himself. And we've got some nice artwork here on the side, the Beetle on this side, and then over here we've got Speed Demon pictured there. And then on the back of the box, we've got the other figures from the wave that we've previously reviewed, a picture of Absorbing Man all put together, and the two figures, Marvel's Beetle and Marvel's Speed Demon up there, and then a short bio that reads, "Obsessed with personal glory, these superpowered anti-heroes fight for any team that gets them ahead." So let's crack this bad boy open and get a look at it.
And here's Speed Demon out of the package and looking pretty cool overall. I gotta say, I really like the look of this character, and I think it translated very well into figure form for Hasbro. And I like the reuse of the Spidey molds. I think it was a good choice for Speed Demon here. And I also like the addition of the Silvermane head and the little RC car. I just think that's really, really cool, obscure, and just a nice addition to add that in with the figure. So let's take a closer look. And taking a look at accessories up first, other than the RC car that we'll look at here in just a moment, this guy really only comes with an alternate set of hands. And these are more for the running poses, kind of a backhanded gesture there. Nicely sculpted, just solid blue plastic, no real detail in here. A little bit of pulling on the mold there of the plastic on that finger over there, but really they came out pretty nice, and they fit on the figure fairly well. No real issues getting them on and off. Do have a very long peg on them, but they just pop in like so. Works really well. And then looking at the RC car next, really cool piece. Matches the comic version very well. No real issues here with paint. I like the green and the black. It's just a solid green around the top, and some black lines in there. But I think the amount of detail is pretty nice overall. It doesn't roll, it's just a stationary piece, nothing going on really on the bottom, but the tread is sculpted in, and the wheels have some definition in them. The flag is removable. It actually just pegs in there. Nice color red on the flag. And then the head sculpt came out really nice. It pops right off here. It fits on kind of loosely. It's not real tight, but you can get other head sculpts on as well. There's Chameleon, just to see how that looks. He fits on there fine. So Jameson and a couple of others will fit on there as well. Hammerhead, no problems there. But looking at the head sculpt on Silvermane, I think it just came out really, really nice, man. It really makes me want a Silvermane figure. They just did a great job with all that detail and the sculpt on the face. All those wrinkles sculpted in. I love those gray eyebrows. Just really, really nice, man. The eyes came out nice and clean. Just perfectly straight. And then I love that shade of silver they used around the back. Kind of see a ding in the helmet back there. Just really nice, man. I really love this head sculpt. And just to see, I know most people are using the Ultron for his body. So we'll use that and try it out. I'm not sure I want to use that or not. Hoping maybe to find something a little better. But it does match the plastic pretty well. And if it didn't have all the red balls on here, I'd probably like it a little better. But even on there, it came out pretty well. It matches that paint pretty well. So yeah, that's definitely an alternative for you to use. It looks pretty nice. And also, I tried him on the Chameleon body, and just to show you that, peg that on there. So yeah, there he is with the Chameleon body, just looking very cool. And looking up close at Speed Demon himself, I think he came out pretty nice overall. I definitely like this head sculpt. I love when Hasbro gives us expression, and I hope they do more of it. That smirk just really makes the figure for me. It's just so funny and goofy. I just really love it, and it's just classic Speed Demon for me. If you've read anything about the character, that's definitely the look he would have on his face. The goggles came out pretty clean. You see a little bit of paint chipping there on this side over here. The mask came out pretty well. You can see a seam up through there. Just solid blue plastic. I like the shade of red they did use down there. And then again, that smirk just came out really nice, the white on the teeth. There's a little bit of paint around his nose. Almost looks like blue paint there around his nose, which came out a little crappy. But other than that, it came out pretty nice overall. Looking through the chest, has that same blue plastic, and then red down here. All came out very nice. I like the colors they used. And then this gold paint around the chest and through the arms all came out very clean. No real issues with that, and it is painted up underneath the joint, so they didn't cheap out there. Came out really, really nice down on the arms as well. Same gold paint through there. No real sloppiness. It's pretty clean all over. Same thing on the back. You can get a little bit of chipping over here on this shoulder, but other than that, just really nice job on the gold paint. Same thing around the belt area, that nice gold paint once again, and then just solid blue plastic down through the legs. We've seen this body mold before on the Spider-Man with the 2099 and Pizza Spidey and all the others, and I just really love this mold. And it fits very well for this figure. He should be lean and thin, and I just think it worked out well. Same thing at the bottom with red boots, and then that gold paint around the sides there, and just looking really good. You can see a little bit of red shining through over here, and then on the back over here you can see a little bit of red shining through on that leg. But overall, I have to say they did a pretty nice job. There is a little bit of red around this joint up in here, but you really can't tell it. Peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And taking a look at articulation, like I said, this guy's on the Spidey mold, so he has decent articulation. The head doesn't move up a great deal. It does move down quite a bit. Rotates around just fine. Has no real pivot in there, just a little bit of shake. The arm moves out about that far, and these joints are very tight. And then he has that shoulder range of movement joint, so you can get it all the way back into there, which is really nice. Arm rotates all the way around, no issues there. Upper bicep swivel rotates around, has double jointed elbows, move up like so. And these are a little bit wonky. They actually will move backwards as well, so bonus articulation. The wrists do swivel around, has that hinge down there that moves like so, and will move up like so. Has a nice ab crunch on him. He'll crunch forward about that far, crunches back as well, which is really nice for running positions. It does have waist rotation. The hips move up about that far. He does kick forward a great amount and get him all the way up like so. And he kicks back a decent amount as well, which is really great. Has that upper leg rotation. This one also is very tight. Double jointed knees, move all the way like so. Does have the hinge on the foot. Moves down like so and up like so, and then he does have that nice ankle rocker. And here's Speed Demon compared to the Chameleon from the previous Spider-Man Legends wave, and compared to the Ultron from the Amazon exclusive 3-pack with the Silvermane head on it. And this guy's measuring in at right over 6 inches tall. And here he is next to a bunch of Spider-Man Legends that share the same parts. And here he is in comparison to two other really fast guys that are unable to pose on one foot like they're running. The DC Collectibles New 52 Flash over here on the right, and the DC Universe Classics Flash over here on the left. And just for weirdness, here he is next to the 6-inch Black Series Kylo Ren. And wrapping up real quick, overall I gotta say I really love this Speed Demon figure. If for nothing else, playability. At the end of the day, I think we forget sometimes that we're actually collecting toys, and if you can't play with them, then what use are they? And this guy was just a ton of fun to play around with and pose. The reuse of the Spider-Man mold just worked out really great to get him into all kind of different running positions. He's got that goofy grin on his face that I think came out really nice, and I just love the sculpting on the head. You know, if I had to complain about a few issues, it would be, you know, the blue paint around his nose and a little bit of chipping on the goggles. Otherwise, you know, he came out very clean. No real issues with the paint and the sculpt work. And then the other playability with the RC car here. I just had a lot of fun putting different heads on this thing and playing around with it. And then the Silvermane head was just really, really nicely done. I hope we actually get a Silvermane figure with that mold because it just came out really nice. But I had a lot of fun playing around, swapping the head with this guy as well on different bodies. So, you know, I just enjoyed playing with the figure. And that's not something that can be said for a lot of the figures that we get nowadays. You know, it didn't really scratch my itch for an obscure Spidey villain or obscure Marvel villain. You know, really I could care less about having a Speed Demon figure in my collection. But for some collectors and completionists, I think it's really going to hit the spot for them. I just like playing with the figure, and I thought it was nicely done, and I enjoyed it overall. So with all that said, I've got to rate the figure a buy. I definitely recommend it if you can find him at a good price. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If so, please give me a big thumbs up. Facebook, Twitter, Toy Art, links in the description below as always. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll see you soon. No real issue with getting them to swap out other than me hitting the light and knocking everything over.